Welcome to Legal Consolidated. My name's Professor Brett Davies. I'm a barrister at the High Court of Australia and I supervise the area of self-managed super funds. We prepare many legal documents on our website, mostly for accountants, financial advisors and lawyers. And today we are going to do a training course on a self-managed super fund document. It is called a change of name of self-managed super funds. There's many documents that we provide in self-managed super funds, one of the largest supplier of self-managed super fund deeds in Australia, reversionary pensions, but we're going to do a change of the name of a self-managed super fund. Now, why would you change the name of a self-managed super fund? Well, we're going to start building for free. We're going to start building a self-managed super fund change name. I'm going to get that question answered. Do we need to register this name anywhere? We're going to find that answer out as we start the building process. The building process is free and allows you to learn and educate yourself. But before we press the big green button, there's a sample document which you can see anytime, which obviously your document will be different, but it gives you a flavour. There's a checklist of the questions that are going to be asked. There's also some other information there. I'm very excited and I want to start learning about self-managed super fund change name. Now, with all our documents, there is a login process. If you haven't not yet a member, just join up. And I can now pick up data from an old document. A lot of accountants, financial advisors might have hundreds of documents, and I will, in this instance, start the document afresh. So I'll start answering all the questions from scratch. Before we have a look at the first question, what is the name you don't want anymore? Have a look on the right hand side. So here you will see there are many hints. What can I change the name to? So are you allowed to change the name to anything you want? What can be done? You can change the name to anything you want. Well, that's good, but why would I want to change the name? I can't find the date of the deed. How do you find that date of the deed? With the naming convention, we recommend that you don't use your surname. So a lot of people will often use their surname in setting up the self-managed super fund, but parents may have died. You may be a very private person, you might be a very wealthy person. You can search on self-managed super fund names, and particularly if you've got an unusual surname, I wouldn't be putting the surname in. You can if you want it, that's your call. You and your accountant can discuss that, but generally you want to keep it fairly without identifying yourself. So let's have a look. The name of the fund name as it is today, let's say it is Cresley Super Fund, and you don't like that for whatever reason. So now we're going to call it Biggerley Super Fund. I don't think that's much better, but it's just an example. And we need to identify the self-managed super fund. We've got the name, the old name. We need to find the date when the self-managed super was formed. Oh, Professor Davies, I don't know how to do that. How do I find the date? Well, let's see if there's a hint on that. So my self-managed super fund is undated. So it says what to do if your super fund's undated. You may have many variations of self-managed super fund. They're like a motor vehicle. They go out of date and you need to update your self-managed super fund, particularly when there's a change of government. And this will give you help on that. Now, if you get stuck, obviously telephone us and we can help you find the name or the date of your self-managed super fund and the name as well. So let's say the self-managed super fund was set up back in 2024. So note, we've got a green tick. That's very good. Legal Consolidated owns the logic flow. We are responsible for the document. Therefore, we control the logic. And rather than use the mouse, I can do that. I'm actually going to press next. So I can see there's a green tick. Now, the name of the members. Now, self-managed super funds can have between 1 and 6 members. In this case, for the example, we'll just have the name of one member. Now again, if you've got a middle name, if you have a middle name, you've got to use it. This is a legal document. And if your trust deed is not right, then you need to update that again. Your self-managed super funds are like one-day-old babies and need a lot of love. Family trusts, companies, they're pretty robust, but a self-managed super fund is a very delicate creature, needs a lot of love and a lot of care. That's why they're not for everyone. Now, the date of birth of that member. So the member is in Queensland, and if we needed to add additional members, we could, if it had more than one member. Do I include old members as well? No, there's a hint on that. I only have one member, that's fine, there's a hint on that. What about future members? Well, there's a hint on that. We don't need future members, we just want the current members. I'm not going to jump to trustee, I'm actually going to press next. I want to make sure that I've got green ticks for everything. Now, all members are trustees, but in this case, the company, there is a special purpose company, it's trustee of this self-managed super fund, and we'll put in the company name. Australian company numbers only have numbers, so the system will lock you out if you try and put a letter of the alphabet in. So the company is registered in the great state of New South Wales, and now see I've got green ticks. So we're happy. Legal Consolidated is happy. I now press the next and I get the reference. Now this gives you an opportunity to change the name of the document. So I might call Smith after it. A lot of accountants, financial advisors and lawyers may have hundreds of documents, so they might want to use their own referencing. This doesn't change the name of your self-managed fund, it's just so you can find it again on our website. I'm now going to press next again, and there it is. Two things have happened. I've got green ticks for each question, and I've got the lock and build, and I've got the summary. So I'm going to check to make sure everything's correct. So let's have a look here. Yes, addresses are correct. Aha, I've misspelt the current name of the self-managed super fund, so I'm going to go back to that, and I'm going to change it, take out the L, and I'm also going to delete the whole thing there. So you see it's gone red. I now go back to summary. My lock and build's gone missing because I'm missing data. It needed that field to be completed. So I go back there. I can see that field was not completed. Now I'm back to my summary. I'm going to check it again. And that is now exactly the data I want. So I'm happy with it. I'm now going to press lock and build. I'm going to put in my credit card details, my name and credit card details. And success! I've paid for and built the document. It will now be emailed to me to the address which I've got in my records, my profile, but I'm too excited to wait. I want that document now, so I can access the document right now. Now I've got over 3,000 or 4,000 documents on this page, and I'm going to hunt down the one I've just built. There it is there. There's a tax invoice there. Oh, what have we built? This is very exciting. What have we created? There it is there. So I've downloaded the PDF and there it is. You can see that it's got the law firm's letterhead. That's the advice. All the information you need. There's the Australian Taxation Office, how to register it. They're the minutes. You'll need those for the accountant and the auditor and the Australian Taxation Office. And there's the deed. Now, Professor Davies, I've noticed you've got the minutes there. Why can't I just have change the name of my self-managed super fund by way of minutes? Why do I have to use a deed? And this is the reason why. Your self-managed super fund is a deed. If you want to change it, you will need to change it with another deed. If you want to update your self-managed super fund for new laws because the Labor government's got in or the Liberal government's got in, you'll need to do that by deed of variation. If you want to change the name of your self-managed super fund, which is what we've just done, then you will need to do that by way of deed. There it is. This deed of variation is made by. You need a deed. There it is. This is compliant with all the regulations. And it's signed by the trustee. So we have now created ourselves a self-managed super fund deed. What you now do is you print it out, you sign it, and then you notify the ATO. If you need a hand with any step of the way, telephone the law firm, or your accountant or a lawyer or financial advisor can telephone us. We stand ready to help. We provide many legal documents and the building process will set you free. Enjoy.